So you guys, Freddie's in 5th grade, which means he's starting to get some serious girl crushes going on.
What are you talking about?
What's that time of your life, son? 5th grade. These young women are starting to look pretty nice for a young 11-year-old, right? 11, yeah. Just turned 11. You gonna talk about this stuff with me, or are we just gonna?
No.
Not a chance? How come?
Nope.
Just tell me who your big old crush is this year.
Nope.
Because I remember every year when I was growing up, it was like every year you kind of had a new crush. So who is your crush?
You and me are very different.
We're very different. You have no crushes? You sure you don't want to share it with all of the world? No? Everybody, hello, it's Jax. How's it going? Man, hopefully well, hopefully well. It seems like every time that I get on here, I'm either telling you about a conundrum or a problem or something exciting. It's never like, well, I'm on here just to be level. It's always,
Hey, I got a problem.
or
Hey, I got something really cool.
I just realized that, it just clicked in my head. Anyway, I want to share something with you today. This time of year is very challenging. We're getting into the fall season. And on top of the drought and the feed situation and everything that's going on here that you've kind of seen through over the months, we have another challenge, and that is that the cattle trucking is really picking up. And I don't mean just like, oh, we're pretty busy, running a couple thousand miles a week. It's like all out, all you can take, run until you can run no more, and then run a little more after that. That's how I would describe the cow hauling season. When you're given time at home, it's very little, just these little snippets, like little just a little drop on your tongue of this home time, and then boom, you're gone again. Case in point, I got home last night, had an evening at home. I got up this morning and already the phone's ringing off the hook. There's a big cow sale up over in Great Falls today, and there's already people just looking nonstop for trucks. And it's tricky because it's not like in the freight world where if they can't find a truck, well, we'll just try to find one next week. The load will just sit in this place until we can find a flatbed or a van trailer. Cattle are different because the cattle are at the auction, they are purchased, and now they're sitting there ready to go. So all these cattle need to be moved within, ideally within 36 hours. That whole entire sale yard needs to be cleared out and gone. And at times they can have as many as, 30, 50, 60 loads that all need to move out of that one location within 36 hours. So it can be a bit of a zoo. And you never know from day to day kind of how that's all going to play out. So here I am, I'm home for a minute, and as there always is, there's always things to do. So I have this list. There's like 4 things on my mind that need to be accomplished. And I'm not gonna have time to accomplish all of them. There's just no way, it's not gonna happen. So I wanna show you something that's really helped me in my life to prioritize what I can do while I'm here and give attention to the things that most need attention, and recognize things that don't need attention and put them in a place where they can be seen and known that you're there, and next time I'm home you may be up on the list. But I want to show you this. It's pretty cool. All right, let me take my sweater off. It's getting into that season where it's like you wake up in the morning and it's like 30 degrees, and then by the afternoon it's boiling hot. So I'm gonna get my Sharpie. I want to show you this. This is known by people as the Eisenhower Box or the Eisenhower diagram. But my oldest brother Luke showed me this one time, and it really makes a lot of sense as to how to organize your life. Okay, so first of all, what you need to do is come up with a list of things. I always have a list of things I need to do. Let's come up with 4 things. There's 4 things that I would like to say that they're all important. One is family, right? So we got fam, shop. Shop is in desperate need of cleaning. Look around. Show them around. It's the way it is. So the shop is one of the things that I need to do. What's the third thing? Oh yeah. Third thing. The boat. The boat needs to be winterized. It's not winterized yet. And as any of you boat people know, you do not want your boat to be stuck in the cold, beardless. If you could just put a beard on your motor, that would be nice, because then it wouldn't freeze. Okay, so we got winterized boat. I'm a lefty, by the way. See that, you guys? Can cast spells with my left hand. And the 4th thing that's important is I need to redo my hay train. Okay, so anyway, let's get down to the Eisenhower box. I got me a big nice box from AME Tools. Okay, so here's the Eisenhower box. You have things that are important, things that are not important. And then down here, what we're gonna do, we're gonna put things that are urgent. Look at that, see that? Urgent, looks like virgin, whoops. Things that are virgent and things that are not urgent. So, what we're basically doing now, we're gonna categorize these things. We're gonna give all the things that we have to do in our life, the things that we're trying to accomplish, the things I need to accomplish in my short little window that I'm home, family time, spending good quality time with Haley, with the kids, shop time, which means cleaning the shop so that it's in good shape. So if I have to come wheeling in here to do something, I know where my tools are. It's important to me. Winterizing the boat, that's an obvious. For any of you that don't know what that means when you say winterizing the boat, the engine has lake water in it, and if you don't flush the lake water out and replace it with antifreeze and you leave it outside, it will freeze, and that will crack your engine block. So, and the other thing, redo the hay train, okay? So now I'm looking, I have to leave in like 4 hours. I've already got a load, it came in, I've got to get my cow trailer hooked on, I've got to get out of here. So I'm already short on time. I am not going to accomplish these 4 things. So what I'm trying to do this morning, what I'm doing now is trying to label each one of these jobs, okay? So when I got home last night, I could have stayed in the shop and I could have just hung out in here till midnight and I could have cleaned and done things. Would that have been a good thing? Yeah, it would have. It needs to be done. But more important than that and more urgent than that is spending good quality time with the family, because I don't know when I'm going to get back for a minute or two. So I'm going to put here family, okay? Bam. Okay, so to me, family time qualifies as both. It's urgent. It's urgent. And it's important, both. So I'm going to put that in that box, okay? So let's take something like cleaning the shop. Cleaning the shop is important, absolutely. Because if I wheel in here and need to change some stuff and fix some stuff and I can't find my tools because they're scattered all about, it's no good. So it is important. Is it urgent that my shop is cleaned? Can I get by? Will I survive if I wheel in here to change my oil next week and some tools are still on the floor from the last job I did? I can still get by. I'll still find my tools. Yes, it won't be as convenient, but I will still find them. So it is important. It needs to be done. But look down here. It's not urgent. It's not urgent. So let's put the shop down here, right? Okay. That's going to go down there. All right. So what's next on my list? Let's do redoing the hay train. So what I've got is, and I'll show you up here in a little bit. I've got a new dolly, a converter dolly that I purchased that I need to reattach to my pup trailer and get my stuff put back together. That is important because I still have a lot of feed and hay and straw and whatnot to deliver after we're done hauling cows later in the season, probably in like December, to some people around here. So it's important. It's also urgent to me because if somebody really gets in a bind and my hay trailer is all put together and ready, I could at least have somebody else hook onto it and use it. But as it sits right now, it's unusable. I need to get it rolling. So I'm going to put that down as urgent and important, okay? Hay trailers. So the last thing that I have is winterizing the boat, okay? Sorry if this is getting long for you guys, but this is really important. And if you can incorporate this into your life, if you're a really busy person, I think you're going to enjoy it. So the last thing is, winterizing the boat. Winterizing the boat is important. I like to think everything that I have filling my time in my life is important, and that I've gotten to the point where I don't really mess around with the things that are not important. Winterizing the boat. It is important. It is also urgent. Actually, you know what I'm going to say? Truly winterizing the boat right now for me is not urgent, and I'll explain why. The boat right now, I can't get the water out of it and get the antifreeze in it and treat the fuel. I don't have time for that. But what I can do is I can park it in the shop in the corner. I can clear a little spot in the corner over here and put it in the shop. Even though it's not winterized, it'll be in my shop, which is heated. So, that'll buy me a little time for a few of these nights that are starting to get cold. The shop won't even be close to freezing. So, That's the Eisenhower box, you guys. If you get flooded, if you get into a spot in your life where you're just like, and this happens to me sometimes, you have so much stuff going on, you don't really know where to start or what to do. Use this box. Use this box, okay? You can look this up online, you can do whatever. But make a list of all the things in your life that you need to accomplish in the near term, in the long term, and then categorize them. What's important and urgent, what's important but not urgent, and then you have these other boxes that we didn't use today, which is what's not important and urgent, very few things. What's not important and not urgent. Hopefully this box stays empty for the rest of your life, because you shouldn't mess with things that are not important and not urgent. Don't put them in your life. Don't deal with it. Got way too much stuff going on. So with that, we are going to get the boat stuck in here, and we are going to get that hay trailer put together, and then I've got to get on the road. First things first, the boat's got to go right here. This is where the boat goes. As you can see, there's some stuff in the way. So we're going to clear this out. We're going to nose the boat in, and it'll stay warm, and that will leave me still all this room over here, which is probably about a 16-foot wide lane to work on trailers in the wintertime. So, weeds, let's get these tires moved out of the way, let's get this cleared out, and we'll get the boat in. It's in and tucked. I got to keep it on this side. Look at that floor cleaner. Doesn't that do a nice little job? I got to keep it on my side of this little line you see behind me. I try to keep any stuff I'm going to be parking in here through the winter time, which winter up here gets nasty. We get some nasty stretches, you guys. It gets cold. But anyway, I try to keep it that side of the line, because this side of the line is where I work on stuff. Or line and a half, I should say. But now here's the thing, you guys. Here's the thing, check this out. Go back to the Eisenhower box. This was important, but it's not urgent, because even though the weather is gonna freeze this week, it's not urgent because I have it inside the shop. It's still important. Why is it still important, and why will it remain on my important list, on the important side of that deal? Because if the power goes off in the shop when we get some extreme cold, like 20, 30 below, inside the shop will freeze as well. But now look what I've done. I've moved some stuff over here behind me. So my shop cleaning situation has gone a little higher on the priority. Now I would say it's important and it's urgent, because at the moment now I'm getting kind of tight to where I need to clear it out so I have room to work on my stuff. They all are, what's the word, symbiotic? The way that my beard is related to my hair, they're symbiotic. No, that doesn't work. Go ahead. We'll just back it up. Yep. Now straighten out. Straighten your wheels out. There you go. There you go. Yep. You can use your mirrors and watch in your mirrors. Just keep going straight back. Perfect. All right, right there, clutch in. So as Freddie was pulling this truck out, which I'm glad I had him do it instead of me, because when he pushed on the brakes, as he was parking it, I heard a major a major air leak that was going on only when the brakes were applied, something that I couldn't hear if I was in the cab. I just heard it because I was outside. This is kind of blowing up our Eisenhower box, you see, because I've only got so much time and I have to leave at a certain point. And now we've discovered this. So this air leak on this truck, which I have to take out on the road for at least a week or more, has wiggled its way wiggle, into the urgent and important, number one most urgent and important of all. I'm not quite sure what the air leak's coming from yet. We're gonna take a peek and see what we can figure out, and probably gonna have to run to town to get a few parts. We'll see. Let's see what's shaking. So I felt down in here, I could feel air coming from somewhere. I suspect maybe it's a lot of times these air lines here, these run your brake cam. So when air goes into these, it applies the brakes in there. And I could just hear it was coming from here and feeling it. Hey Fred, go ahead and push on the brakes real easy. Oh, look at that. Okay, let off. Look at that. That's just a little baby plastic line. Well, that's easy. That's way easier and cheaper than a hose. And look what it came from. All that takes, you guys, this is nice rubber. This is hard plastic. And yet, just from going down the road, little vibration puts a hole in that. I'll be darned. Well, we'll fix that up. See what else we can get accomplished on our box. You, my little friend, found a way to get all of our attention. Over the years, I've gotten better and better. Plus, if you guys could see where I came from not all that many years ago in my mechanical knowledge, it would give you all hope. Sometime I'll do a video on that and walk you through where I started from and how I ended up. Not that I'm like a mechanic, but mechanical. But over the years, I've started to gather better inventory. Things like stuff for my auto air inflation system I keep on the shelf. The problem is I don't have a great way of like cataloging and indexing stuff. And so because of that, it kind of ends up looking like this. At the moment, it's like, oh yeah, I got washers or airbag plugs, top nuts for airbags. Where was that stuff at? Anyway, I know somewhere in here I've got some press fit connectors. Got some wheel. See, I keep a pretty good stock of wheel bearings for my Wilson trailers. These are, anyway, I've gotten not so bad, you know, over the years with a few things. And somewhere up in here, I've got, those are plugs for my hubs. Those are extra new lug nuts. That's a seal for your oil bath. My brake cleaner. One of these, which I know I need for my hay trailer. That'll be good. Weeds, we're gonna need this for later. Please be the American ones. Well, by American, I mean, they're made in China, but 1/4 inch, 5/16, 3/8, and 1/2 inch. Sweet. See, when I bought these on Amazon a while back, and they came with another bag of these that were metric sizes. And I threw the metric ones in my truck. And of course, when I needed one on the road once, nothing fit. So I, in my anger, threw them in the garbage, I believe. I don't know where they are. Anyway, I didn't realize that I had another set. So that's good. Always happy to find a little treasure. And again, part of why it is important to get that Eisenhower box and make sure that I do clean the shop at some point and continue to organize. I need Lash. We need Lash. He's like, why? Because Lash loves to organize. All right, so it should be a quick, easy fix. We're gonna snip that hole out. There's the bugger. I wonder if it'll make like a whistle. Blows my hair. Can you blow my beard? Is it blowing my beard? Is it? Maybe that's the way I can dry my mustache on the road. Yeah, I think I'll save that for later. Nat. Okay. So I didn't throw those away. I should have, because now I remember why sometimes I despise the Amazon situation. This is a bag of the sizes I told you before. It is actually filled with metric sized airlines for a 5 and an 8 and a whole bunch of sizes that some of you around the world use, but I don't. So let's do a giveaway. Who? Just kidding. We're gonna have to go to town and go get. We're gonna have to go get some press fits. We're gonna drive to town to get a little press fit because I don't have any. All right. Might have a plan. Might have a plan. Look who just showed up. Hi, honey. Me and Weeds ran into a little problem. She loves when I just drop the YouTube stuff on.
I was ready for YouTube today.
So we ran into a problem with these press connectors. See those? You can either look at them on the camera or in real life. Anyway, would you mind going to town and getting some parts?
You got it.
You will?
I'm your girl.
Then we can this might get us back on track for the Eisenhower box. We might. Hey, Bam.
Yeah, over in town.
Yeah, we'll keep Bama. You take those and maybe some of them chicken nuggets there. Oh, I was teasing kind of,
No,
but
they're all yours.
sweet. What are they? Oh, it's okra.
No, it's chicken, popcorn chicken.
No, fried okra. You guys decide. Fried okra, popcorn chicken. Oh my God, got the whole crew. Sweet. Anyway, okay, this will get us back. We're gonna get the boat in and
I've got your food too.
cool. Okay, got the part. These are the coolest little inventions that were ever made. They're just a little press connect. If you guys are in the airline and trucking world, you know all about them, but they didn't have a kit. I had Haley check and see what it would cost to get their kit that they have. $450. And all it gives you is like 2 each of these different sizes of brass fittings. So we'll be looking for some plastic ones because I am not a rich man who wants to spend $450 on a set of connectors. So hopefully I don't blow any more out between now and when I get my plastic ones. And even more hopefully, I can find some plastic ones. But let's get this thing slapped together and get this show on the road. Got that, lost my little helper, so you guys are gonna listen. I'm gonna go press on the brake pedal. You guys listen for this thing and tell me if it's leaking, okay? Did you hear anything? Was it leaking? I don't think it was, but I need you to tell me. Because if it's leaking, I gotta fix it. If it's not, then I'm gonna hit the road. So what's the word? I'm gonna say it's not. I can't tell. I had to go get Freddie because I can't tell. I can't tell. I listened to the video and I'm like, I mean, when you press on your brakes, there's airflow. So Freddie's gonna press. We're gonna find out for sure so you guys don't laugh at me. All right, go ahead. No, we're beauty, guys. Beauty. Well, that's gonna pretty much wrap it up. We thought about getting back on track with the Eisenhower box, which would mean to finish it up, we would have had to got my new converter dolly hooked up to my pup trailer and gotten that hay train put together. But I didn't think we had enough time to give it the attention it needed and to share with you the crazy story that I have. You guys, I have a crazy story to share with you about why I had to replace my converter dolly. I want to walk you through it because it's worth sharing. Anyway, rather than do that, I decided to go ahead and give the old Charlie Brown a quick wash. I wanted to go through and check a few things on the old boy, the old girl, All trucks are girls, the old girl. It comes off your tongue so much easier. Anyway, got a few things done there, and rather than do the hay trailers, like I said, I went ahead and did a partial shop clean. So I do at least have it cleaned out enough that I can pull a trailer in here. We can get to the back and we're in good shape. So didn't make it on the hay train, but I did gain a little headway on the shop clean. So I wanted to share that with you because sometimes, do you guys ever hear the phrase, I'm so buried I don't even know where to begin? I feel that way a lot in my life with the business I'm in and just how things are picking up and just getting so crazy. I find myself thinking that in my head a lot. So that's why I want to share this with you. If you ever find that phrase creeping into your mind, do the Eisenhower box. Go back to the beginning of the video or Google it. You'll find it anywhere. And remember that. Important, urgent, not important, not urgent. And itemize your life. It'll really help you rock and roll. So till the next adventure, adios.
We're on a journey, looking back on the things that we've taken for granted, but feels like we're learning to be better.